Hi, it's Charity, and welcome back to the Super Sim series, a challenge in The Sims 4 where we use no cheats, no mods, and we try to get all the milestones, top level of every career, finish all the degrees, max every skill, complete every aspiration, earn all the reward traits, achieve all of the save file achievements, and also complete all the collections. I don't know why the paparazzi is here. But anyway, so we are trying to get a midlife crisis for Theodore. And in order to do that, I have to make sure that he is very uncomfortable. But in order to do some of the other things I need to do, I need him to, for right now, only be uncomfortable instead of very uncomfortable. And of course, he's going to be confident instead. Okay, so we need to get level 1 of all of the skills that he has not currently achieved. So we have Loki, and he's our dog right now. Quit trolling the forums, and please come out here and get your first little tick of pet training. Because I think that having skills... Okay, you can stop that now. You just need to get a little bit. I don't want you to actually... come on. No, don't get level 2. Okay, this is one bad thing about Pandora is that unfortunately... Not Pandora. Theodore. The one bad thing about Theodore is that he gets skill really quickly. So I've got to reset him. And there. That way we are not training the dog anymore. The dog can go home. Okay, for the Caulfield residents, I have already done this last week, but Derek had Oscar, and I forget who Derek's spouse was. It might have been Juliet. And Oscar is the son. So Oscar married Piper. And then Piper had Kala, but we have not been to that household yet, and I need to rename her last name to Caulfield, but we will deal with that next time. Well, there are a lot of kids in this household, so yeah, Chantel Sparks had a bunch of kids. So we have Skylar, Lincoln, Jackson, Jesse, and Matt. So Matt is the next step in this family. And that might be why she's still an adult, yet her son is a young adult. So he is a grouch, a music lover, and a plant lover. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, I put Theodore up on the gallery. So if you would like to download him in his mail form, you may check it out on the gallery. Okay, I don't think I've used this sim before. This is Mava Tamari, I think. Anyway, she is a perfectionist, a music lover, good, and self-insured, outgoing, and cheerful, and top-level actress. So this is a sim by Live, Laugh, Hate, and we are going to marry her into the Sparks family. So in this family, we have some drama. Chantel had Jesse and Matt, and I believe Jackson with Anthony. But then Skylar and Lincoln are secret children. So who is his real parent if they're a secret child that are in the household for some reason? It doesn't really say. I have no idea who is the real parent. So that's kind of weird. Does she have more than one relationship? No. Somehow she must have had a secret child. Well, Mava is eating for 2. So that means this household will be full. And of course, the Sparks are living here in Brindleton Bay in what is an approximation of the sort of house that is my real life house. But anyway, it is not perfect. My house is probably a lot more messy than this. Okay, we're just introducing ourselves to all of the family members, except for the toddlers. Where did they go? Okay, they are apparently outside, so we can just come over here and introduce ourselves so that they don't get stuck outside. Okay, and here we are at the Caulfield house just to introduce ourselves to the new people here because we only know Derek. Oh, and they somehow got a dog? I thought I turned off the different things that they can do for adoption and having children, but apparently it doesn't work. Okay, maybe we should just age you up because you're only going to be a newborn for a couple days anyway. And then I can change the name to Caulfield because I'm trying to keep all of the families with the same last name. I know that's kind of, not how it is these days, but I prefer it in my Sims games just so I know by their family name who they are related to because I don't really get into depth with any of these Sims, so I don't really have an easier way to keep track of them all. Okay, back to getting level 1 and all of the stuff that I need to get level 1 in. I had to be real careful with vampire lore because I did some testing on this before, and Theodore basically gets level 2 instantly. So we had to let him get level 1 and make sure that it pops up over here, and then we have to reset him by putting the computer in the inventory. Okay, why are you paying attention to your alien baby? Okay, we're going to say that that should be enough, hopefully. Because I see the thing, but I don't see the skill. Okay, did that not count? It looks like it didn't count. Okay, let's try again. Oh, see, look at that! That is almost level 2. No, you are not getting level 2. You have to be at level 1. Flower arranging is already level 2, but level 1 of knitting is almost done. And vampire lore, he was 81%, and I barely let him do anything. So that was quick. All right, now we also need to get tattooing. Oh, he's lucky. That's not good. Okay, well, I'm going to have to do a lot of resetting for him if he's lucky. Okay, tattooing was pretty easy. He only had 4% in that. Okay, next is piano. Oh. And also, by the way, he hates everything. Oh, come on. I can't do diving while pregnant. Well, I guess we'll have to save that for later. Yeah, I kind of figured I couldn't do the swordsmanship while pregnant either. Archery's okay. But swordsmanship, no, not allowed. Yeah, mental skills go up super fast. So veterinary skill is already done. Now we need to do the median skill, DJing, and pipe organing. Okay, and the only way to make him uncomfortable is to make him almost pee his pants. Because there's just no way to get rid of this confident moodlet. Look at that. So many confident buffs. So because Theodore has the steel bladder, he will never actually wet his pants, but I can have him drink water to the point where he almost wets his pants, and then he will be uncomfortable level 40. No, don't wash hands. Sorry. Drink water. So basically what that means is he will be in a permanent state of very uncomfortable. Now you have to gauge it just right because he needs to go completely in the red without wetting his pants. And that's kind of hard to do. Oh, he already has uncomfortable level 40 and he is too confident. I don't think I've ever seen that happen to a sim. This is ridiculous. Okay. Tell me the logic behind this. I can get into a fist fight, as a pregnant person. But yet, I cannot dive off the diving board or practice a sword fight. I mean, the diving board I kind of get, but the sword fight? And I can do a fist fight and basically beat someone up. Okay, well, Sims for you. Unfortunately, he won. That was not what I wanted, really, but... Alright, well, we don't have enough uncomfortable moodlets to override being confident, so... I think you can do a little bit better by diving in the dumpster and napping in the dumpster. And if you need trash to put into the dumpster so that you can dumpster dive, just get a vacuum. I don't know why, but vacuums have infinite trash. And then if you dive for meals instead of deals, you have the chance of getting some spoiled food. And I will make you eat it, Theodore. I have to put it in my household inventory because if I don't, he'll clean it up. Well, that was concerning. No, you're not going to go fertilize that bush. You can go nap in the bush. Did we finally get to the point where we are uncomfortable? Finally! Okay, and I also had him just about every single kind of music. He hates it. However, there are some forms of music he still doesn't hate. So I do have to be careful about the type of music that he's listening to. I need to make sure that he listens to the one that's going to drag his fun all the way down. Oh, speaking of jobs, we have fisherman level 3 because that's a part-time career that occurs 5 days a week. And I'm trying to get Theodore demoted to level 1. So hopefully the demotions will also figure into his midlife crisis. Because I think what happens is when you drop out of all your jobs, you're considered a 5-star odd jobs person, which is also a good rating. So you need to have no success in your career. You need to have a lot of skills at level 1. You need to be in a bad mood all of the time. And that's basically the way that you get a midlife crisis. So unfortunately, Theodore is just always in a good mood. So the only way that I can keep him uncomfortable is to make sure that he has to pee all the time. So that's where the steel bladder comes into effect. Basically, he will never have to pee, but he will always be plus 40 uncomfortable. Well, will you look at that? Not a single positive moodlet. I don't think that's ever happened to Theodore at all. Okay, we got him very angry so that we can do the interactions while angry. Now we just need to be mean to a declared enemy. Maybe we will try that. Well, no, I don't want to do that aspiration, at least not until he triggers the midlife crisis. Oh no, now he has a motion bomb. I do not want a motion bomb. We will be getting rid of that one. Okay, so we are very uncomfortable. It's an imminent close encounter. So time for Theodore to have his baby. Oh look, it's Dawn Winchester. So she became a doctor. Congratulations, it's a boy. So I know that I asked for alien names in the previous episode, and at the time of recording this episode, that episode has not posted yet. So what I am going to do is we are going to call this Alien Baby. So Alien, Eternal. However, I will be changing this name to whatever the suggestions are in that video, picking one of the people who left a comment. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section of this video as well, although I don't know if I will get to those names in time or not. Oh, and we have another boy. So we will have Alien and Alien 2. lowercase because that's not going to be his final name. All right, we have 2 babies. And the reason why I had twins is because I actually had the on ley line lot trait when Theodore happened to be abducted. So yeah, that's why I get twin babies. Okay, now everyone is doing just fine here. We have Alien and Alien 2. We're going to go back to the store, however, because I do not want to take care of the other Sims. I want Theodore to get his midlife crisis. So we are going to stay off a lot for now. Okay, now we can finally get the diving skill. Come on, Theodore. Show us how you can jump in. Hopefully he doesn't level up to level 2 with just 1 jump. Oh, and landed on his back. Alright, hopefully that should be enough to... Yeah, he barely has 1%. We'll get rid of the pool now. And then we're going to practice our swordsmanship, but just get 1 swipe in at Mr. Clownface. My bills are how much? $396,000. I'm not exactly sure why there's so much. I know I did put a lot of money into the safe, but why so much? Well, unfortunately, there's not much to see here. Just torturing my sim until they have a midlife crisis. So we're going to go through this week pretty quick. Hopefully, I will be able to trigger it within this week. And then what I might do is just play an additional week after that. It's strange. Every once in a while, I have to change the radio station. She doesn't like the radio station. Well, he doesn't like the radio station he's listening to. But for whatever reason, he tends to forget after a while. And I have to change it to a different radio station that he also doesn't like. All right, whatever, Sims. That's kind of weird. Okay, I intentionally made these 2 not married, but Dario and what's his name? I don't know. I don't remember what his name is. He keeps saying that he's going to propose. So I guess we're going to just say yes so that you can stop bothering me with your phone calls. What? What? How did he get promoted again? Okay. He didn't go to work. He missed work. And then he got promoted? How? That does not make any sense whatsoever. I don't know why he got promoted. I still cannot buy the Mermaid's Love treasure chest, though. Unlock by reaching level 3 of the diving career. Liar. Okay, what happens if I wish for promotion? Did that look like a good interaction? It did. It better not put my performance to max. How do I get promoted? You are max bad. Why did that work? Oh, right. That would be why. All right, well, I need to reset my celebrity perks. I don't want this one. Because basically, career hopper. Theodore will enjoy certain benefits in the workplace thanks to his fame. When joining a new career, he'll be hired at a higher starting position. He'll also earn increased job performance and faster promotions. Apparently, you even get promoted if you don't go to work. Okay. Okay, that looks much more promising. And I didn't get promoted when he was supposed to come home, so... Yeah, okay, so that did nothing. That's fine. I'm not going to mess with the wishing well anyway. No! No! Why? Why was he promoted this time? I don't know why. It just will not demote him to level 1. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. He has no reason. I took him out of the club. Oh, well, entrepreneurial. Okay. Well, he does have a couple of traits that I cannot get rid of. But he no longer has the celebrity perk that keeps him from getting fired. He's not a professional slacker. I don't know what else to do other than to keep restarting every time I get promoted. Okay, so Theodore got fired because I went into work and had him slack off, basically. So, yeah, I guess that was a better idea. Okay, and I had him get another job, so now he's a fast food employee level 1. Okay, yeah, if you have 4 million simoleons in your bank vault, it kind of makes your bills really high, so let's not do that. What? Dario and you broke up. Okay. I thought you were getting married. Sure. That tracks. Ah, no. Why are you promoted? You didn't go to work. Maybe I'll just have him take a day off, but I think he still gets promoted even if he takes a day off. This is just so annoying. Okay, we got fired, and this time I'm just not going to join any career. That's fine. Finally, we are bored with a desire for excitement. So this is our early midlife crisis, and I can't believe that it took this long, but I think it was like 3 weeks almost of just sitting here and being uncomfortable the entire time. And it seems to hit right about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the way in. He has 38 days left until he ages up to an elder. But Benny is a teenager, and the babies are technically going to be toddlers very soon. So we're going to allow this to get to a full midlife crisis first before I do anything else with Theodore, because I don't want to risk this going away and not becoming a midlife crisis. Okay, I was a little bit worried because the moodlet disappeared, but we got the March of Time moodlet eventually. So just because you don't get it right away doesn't mean you won't get it. So we have the early midlife crisis. Every day is just the same old thing. Time is passing way too fast. And Theodore is not getting any younger. However, we do have toddler aliens now. Okay, well, we have no names for them yet. We should change out these infant cribs for toddler beds. Okay, Theodore has hit his midlife crisis, and we have a duration of 6 days and 23 hours. So we can make that go by faster by participating in his likes and dislikes, or whatever he has that he needs to do in his desire for adventure. So I might change all of his likes and dislikes back to what they were before, or at least something reasonable. Okay, we're here in the Power household where we have Casey Power and a new one, Stephanie Power. I'm not sure what generation Stephanie is, maybe the 5th generation, but we did have another marriage here. So there's Yvette, Casey, and Stephanie. Oh, and there is Vladimir. Okay, I think Vladimir is the father. Why can I not steal this painting back? I can steal other things, but I cannot steal this painting. That's so disappointing. Okay, I have to make a new enemy, because the only enemy I have right now is somehow missing from the game and is dead anyway. So we'll make an enemy, and then we'll be mean to him. And then that should satisfy our aspiration. Why is this not completing? Do I have to make a different enemy? I was able to do 2 interactions, but for some reason the third one is just not completing. Alright, well, we're going to go find the Sylvan Glade. I'll come back to that later. A fire? Oh, come on. Oh, come on, don't die. I need to be mean to you one more time. Let's see if we can start another fight. Right after he was singed by a fire. Okay, that counted. And I think he has to practice exercise for a clear mind and poke an enemy with the voodoo doll. Okay, so we need a voodoo doll. Okay, I think we follow the sound and we go downstream and we enter the mist. Okay, we were able to locate the Sylvan Glade and we need to take an outdoor nap. So I wonder if sleeping on the ground counts. Probably not. Yeah, a tent, a treehouse, or a bush. Okay, and I think we've already been to the Forgotten Grotto. Okay, Theodore has decided he wants to do skiing. And look at him go! So, basically, we gotta do skiing more often. Okay, the most difficult thing to do is to become angry, because there's no plus 100 anger potion, because that would probably kill your sim. Oh, come on! I immediately got... Oh. It's a +4 happy moodlet for drinking that potion. I don't like that. Okay, I have stacked 4 angry potions. So 2, 3, 4, 5 anger. And that is not enough to overcome all my good buffs. How are you supposed to get angry? It's just not possible. Finally, I was able to get angry. However, now Theodore is enraged, so hopefully this does not kill him. Okay, that apparently probably won't count because he immediately lost his anger. Well, Theodore wants to sleep in a coffin. That's an interesting thing to do, so we'll do that, and that will probably end his midlife crisis, because I don't think we have too much longer for that. Although he no longer has... Oh no. Oh no. I used the potion. Okay. He lost all of his buffs when I used the potion of clear mind, because I was trying to get rid of all these good buffs, but I completely forgot about... Yeah, the one with the midlife crisis. This might make his midlife crisis permanent, which might be a problem. Okay, he's getting the contemplate life thing. And I did sleep in a coffin. So hopefully that clears it. Okay, it did something. I don't know if this is going to work though, because even though it did something, yeah, that's probably not a good thing that he does not have that buff anymore. Okay, it says that Theodore has made it through midlife crisis. It's not so bad from overcoming midlife crisis. Theodore has made it through a life-changing experience, and I've realized things are not as bad as originally thought. Theodore might not be the same sim they were before this event occurred, but he is at peace with this. Alright, it looks like everything is okay now. And we had a midlife crisis, so we did have to restart. I think maybe I had my microphone off. So during that restart period, we actually joined the mixologist branch of the culinary career, because we completed the mixologist aspiration and maxed out that skill. So I still don't have a way to get angry, though. I was hoping that I could make a drink for that, but you can't because it's a negative emotion. Oh, look who's decided to move back in with us. Yeah, now that we have the alien baby, we don't have to worry about Carla throwing that off. So, yeah, she's moved back in, and we have a full household of 8. Now, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do about this aspiration. This aspiration is going to be so annoying. I can't get angry. Theodore is constantly confident, always confident, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, finally we've got enraged. I wonder for how long. Not even, as soon as I put something down, it's gone. It's just gone. I don't understand. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 angry and only 1 confident plus 3 happy. Why am I so confident? I want to get rid of this happy mode. Okay, there we go. And now as soon as I come over here and blow off some steam, she's going to, or he's going to immediately lose this. And it says, while in an angry mood, burn off that steam and clear your mind through exercise. Well, the problem is if he switches emotion, it tends to not count. Of course, it's going to go down. Oh, he doesn't like fitness. Why does that not count? He switched from anger to confident, and that does not count because he did not blow off the steam with exercise. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to ever do this aspiration. It's just impossible. Maybe he has to lose all of the anger buffs? Or maybe just finish this interaction? Maybe if it finishes the interaction, it'll be fine. Okay, I took away all the angry buffs, but he's still not getting credit. And he's still blowing off some steam. The interaction is just not completing. Well, he hates exercising because I forgot to set all of his traits back to normal, I think. Yeah, he still hates everything. Okay, he quit. And doesn't look like he got credit. Alright, well, I am going to try and get rid of this happy moodlet that's going to last for 24 hours. No. Well, I guess technically they are not family. I think she is just an in-law. Okay, yeah, so Lukey Turtle is Maki's husband, and that was our great-grandson's wife, who is now an elder. Okay, so it's still a little weird, but I guess technically she's not related to us, and our husband is dead. So basically, our potion of masterful insults failed, and she's now madly in love with us. Okay. How about we... How about... Since we now have the flirting thing, we can just make her a girlfriend and then break up with her. Will that make her mad and make us mad, maybe? Carla, why are you getting in my way? Quit speaking a dead language. Okay, finally, we got the very angry. So, can I jog or something? Something besides the punching bag, because the punching bag is not working. Jog to clear mind. Maybe that will work? Practice exercises for a clear mind. While in an angry mood, burn off that steam and clear your mind through exercise. Okay. Hopefully that works. Don't interrupt me. Please. Just jog. No, go away. All right. She's jogging and she's still angry for a little while. Hopefully that helps. All of the other times, she has been immediately confident as soon as she starts exercising. There we go. I got credit for one. Okay, if I stop. Oh, she's no longer angry. All right, well, let's see if we can go get angry again. Oh, no, angry. Okay, angry. Jog. I think that jogging is the only one that works. I don't think the punching bag works. Okay, this time he went back to being confident. And it doesn't look like that counted. Oh, no, it did. All right, so that's 2 out of 3. I don't think he's going to get 3 out of 3, even though he's still jogging to clear his mind. So let's see if we can get angry one more time. Okay, enraged is a little bit too much. I don't want you to die, Theodore. Okay, so this should hopefully work because he is enraged and that almost never happens. I mean, he only has 1 confident buff and no happy buffs. That is super rare. And milestone complete. All right. Okay, so it looks like everything else does not involve being angry. Okay, so we're going to soak an enemy with a voodoo doll, jeer at an enemy. No, don't go away. Stay here. You have to stay here. Okay, I'm not sure if just regular jeering will work, but since I'm evil, I can do that without having to have some kind of special interaction, I guess. All right, jeering at an enemy is fine. Trash talk at an enemy. Not sure where all these new ones need to be, but don't see a trash talk. And it says spread rumors by talking with other Sims. That could be under gossip, I guess. No, not really. Okay, apparently I can trash other Sims to other Sims that are not in my household, but not when they are in my household. Oh, and he left again. Okay, so I did use trash talk interaction with Sims other than an enemy, then select your enemy. Okay. But these guys are all my enemies, of course. Why is there only the trick to come over? Okay. Okay, use the trash talk interaction with Sims other than an enemy, and then select your enemy. And do what? Okay. Oh, here we go. It's under complaints. Trash talk enemy. Oh, that was way harder than it needed to be. Why is it so difficult to find things? This doesn't even make sense. And maybe the other one would be under mischief for spreading rumors. Yeah, it's under mischief. Okay. Well, at least I know where it is now, and you don't even have to have your enemy over. And she happens to be a teenager, so she doesn't, she still counts, I guess. And we'll go ahead and trash talk my enemies while my enemy is sitting right there. And there we go. Oh, come on. That's not even the end yet. Okay, we need to win a fight, prank him 3 times, and win a game. Although there's no games to play here, so... yeah, we might have to edit this lot. Okay, I won that fight. And then we just need to prank him. Okay, I'm not sure if Theodore is going to be able to... yeah... he's sad now for some reason. When I can't get him to be in a different mood... no, I don't want to freshen up. Okay, maybe if we brush our teeth... oh, okay. An enemy must have died. Alright, well, we will play a game. And watch, we won't be enemies after this because we have actually improved our relationship since Theodore was playing pranks on him and the mischievous interactions actually improved our relationship. So hopefully this works. And aspiration completed. We now have the Master of Grudges aspiration, which just makes our mischief skill level faster, which doesn't matter. But okay. Okay, so what did we do this time? We actually... food. Master Mixologist. We did that one. Deviance, we... yeah, we did one here, but the Master of Grudges, for some reason, is not out on the Super Sim Tracker yet, so... okay. And... let's see, we have not purchased any more of these, but skills-wise, I think we did Mixology, right? Yeah, because it was part of the aspiration. And where is it on this list? There it is. Okay, so Mixology is now mastered. And I'm not sure if we did any other ones. I don't think that we did. We just got a whole bunch of them to level 1. So I did mark off some of these that we got to level 1 because, oh, diving as well. Papercraft, archery, tattooing, swordsmanship. Yes, all the new stuff we basically got to level 1. So that I actually have all of the skills now on Theodore's list so that I can make sure that I get them all. And then as far as the careers, we did not do anything extra for that. Okay, we did join the culinary career, but we did not max it out. Okay, for milestones, we had a midlife crisis. And I don't think we've done any of these other ones yet. Nope. And I don't think you can do these, but yeah. We did explore the Sylvan Glade, but I think we already had that one. No, we did not. Okay, so we found the Sylvan Glade, and it looks like that's it for all the milestones as well. So Theodore is still wearing his evil scientist outfit, but we will be giving up the evil scientist ways now, even though he did complete the Master of Grudges aspiration, so he has the merciless trait, and that, I don't know what that does. But anyway, this is Charity. Thanks for watching.